a no-fuss recipe that can come together in just 10 minutes. These cookies will become your new favorite go-to recipe, so if you want to learn how to make them, then just keep watching. Before we begin, I'd like to mention my ebook is now out for sale, so do check it out. And for those who've bought the ebook, get to attend a free live baking session with me, for which I'll be sharing the details in the description box below. Or you can write to me and I'll share it with you. Now, starting with our first recipe, we will take room temperature butter, which is soft but firm enough to hold its shape. To this, we will add the caster sugar. You can use home ground powdered sugar, but just make sure to avoid the coarse granulated one. Along with that, we will also add the brown sugar. Now what you're seeing me do here is a method called creaming the butter and sugars. This single step is what gives the cookies a light and airy texture. Next, we will add the milk. Since it's an eggless recipe, it's the milk which helps and adds moisture to the dough in order to help mold it without drying out. But make sure to use room temperature milk and also avoid using water, as it's the milk that can help improve the final color of baked cookies. Next, we will take the sieve and add all the dry ingredients, that is the all-purpose flour. To this we will add the baking powder and baking soda. This helps the mini cookies rise into the perfect dome shape, so they don't flatten out like pancakes when they bake. Sieve it all through, making sure to remove any lumps if there may be. Now all you need to do is bring it together, starting with the spatula, gently mixing it, ensuring we don't overmix. Once halfway through, we will add the chocolate chunks, setting aside a few for later use. People often think baking cookies is complicated, but honestly, it's just a handful of simple ingredients coming together, and once you start mixing, you realize just a little love and some basic steps, it's just what you need to make them. Now set that aside and bring in the baking tray lined with the parchment paper. Simply take a tiny dollop of dough and mold it with your fingertips to form it into a ball. That need not be perfect, and that's why your little ones would be best fit to do this. Repeat the same for the rest of the dough, and you can get up to 36 such mini cookies from this batch. But make sure to place them leaving enough space to spread on baking. Once done, we will simply top them with some extra chocolate, but you can skip it if you can't wait for them to bake. And the best part about this recipe is that you don't need to refrigerate them before baking, so you can make them and bake them right away. These will go into the oven for just 12 minutes, but make sure to stand by, because they can burn easily on the slightest extra time in the oven. There's something so comforting about a tray of freshly baked cookies. The warmth, the smell, the little cracks on top. Simple moments like these feel extra special when they're homemade, perfectly baked with an ever so light browning on the top. They look perfectly baked on the bottom as well. I also made an extra batch, so whether you want to serve them into a bowl for your kids with some cold milk, or have it plain as a snack, these are a favorite amongst all. And when everything's baked and the kitchen still smells like cookies, it's just one of those little things that makes the day feel good. And now for my favorite part. Time to see how they've turned out on the inside. Perfectly crisp with just enough chocolate chunks to make each bite feel like a little hug of comfort and warmth. Hope you get to try this recipe. Do write to me in the comments below. Now let's dive into our next recipe, and with just 3 ingredients, you're gonna love this one. So starting with the first ingredient, we will take all-purpose flour. Next, to this we will add the icing sugar or home ground powdered sugar. Give it a quick mix. Nothing fancy here. We are simply getting the sugar evenly distributed into the flour before we go ahead with the next ingredient. Next, we'll add the melted butter or clarified butter, but make sure it is at room temperature, because we do not want the sugar to melt if it's hot. Now all you need to do is bring it together. Once you've got to this consistency, we will now work with our hands to form it into a smooth dough. Although notice here that I'm not using the palm of my hands, I'm only using my fingertips. At this point, I'd like to suggest that you can also make it more flavorful by adding a teaspoon of cardamom powder or even cinnamon powder. Now once you've got everything together to form one big ball of dough, it should be easy to work with, more like a kid's Play-Doh, something like this. Set that aside and let's bring in our baking tray lined with the parchment paper. Take a dollop of dough and lightly knead it to form a smooth ball. Make sure you don't see any cracks on them. This is such a lovely way to spend time with your kids during the holidays. Let them shape the cookies, get their hands messy, and even suggest a flavor twist of their own. Maybe a dash of cocoa or even some orange zest. Let their imagination run wild. So go ahead and repeat the same for the rest of the dough. And you can get a batch of 24 such cookies. You can either store them once baked or even freeze them while they are still in this shape and bake them fresh for another day. Now this will go into the preheated oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. But make sure to keep a watch as every oven works differently. Perfectly baked, with an ever so light browning on the dome. Allow them to cool completely. And notice that there's a perfect light browning on the bottom as well. Perfect. While that is set aside to cool, we will prepare the chocolate for coating. Simply melt it over the double boiler and transfer it into a small deep bowl for easy coating. Along with that, we will take some lightly roasted peanuts or any nuts of your choice and chop them to a coarse texture. And taking a cookie, we are simply gonna dip it into the chocolate, immerse it halfway, and dripping the excess. And that's ready for a sprinkle of crunchy roasted peanuts. That's like a sprinkle of joy. So go ahead and repeat the same for the rest of the cookies. And there you have it, beautiful little mini buttery chocolate cookies. Give it a try with your little ones and let me know how they turn out. Simple, easy, and just 3 ingredients. 5 if you count the toppings. Time to test how they've turned out on the inside. Crisp and buttery, melt in your mouth texture. Hope you get to try this recipe. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.